Hi all again, Life Path number 3. So this is your August reading for 2019. And yes, I'm holding the numbers up because my other computer broke down, so I had to buy a completely new computer, which does not face downwards. This is about as far as down as I can get it. So this is how I'm going to have to do it now. So I will hold the cards up as I'm pulling them, and I'm doing them a little bit ad lib. So there's no set pattern to them, sort of type thing. Let's put that one down. So as always, I've already shuffled the deck and split the cards. These cards on top are your cards, and I will read them. I've been pulling sort of until I need to get to the end of a reading sort of type thing. So there's no set amount cards. I'm just pulling them to make sense of the reading. We also have one card extra message for August, and that's from this new deck that I got, The Wisdom of the Oracle Cards by Colette Baron Reid. So these ones are new to me, and I will read those ones out of the book at the end of the reading. Sometimes when I read them out of the book, they say not to read them out of the book, but there can be a line in there, because these are general readings, there can be a line in what I read that's specific for you. So it's one reason why I do read books, as in like the Oracle cards, Akashic Records, all those sorts of things. So let's get underway with your August reading for Life Path number 3s. The first card you got is the Magician. The Magician is the first card, or it's actually the second card in the Major Arcana set. But this one here, it's with Archangel Raziel, and it says, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Just going backwards a little bit here too, I've already done a video about the astrology for August. It's quite a major month still, a little bit lighter than July, but this is the time, especially with I think it's either the 31st of July or the 1st of August, depending on northern hemisphere where you are in the world, to set your new moon intentions and wish lists. Especially when you get this card straight off the bat, the Magician card, you need to manifest the life that you want. And by writing down your intention list or your wish list, that is how you manifest. You put your heart and soul into what you write on a piece of paper. You can put down 10 intentions and then go about, put that list. You can either bury it in the ground. Some people do that, or they can file it away to bring it out and to read and to see how far they got in the next month, sort of type thing. But definitely this is the time with this card here to set your intentions for the new moon, which I think the new moon, I'm going to say the first, because I know on Southern Hemisphere it was the first, and it was in the sign of Leo. Now Leo is one of those signs that's big, bright, bold and beautiful. There's nothing that a Leo can't manifest. So use those powers of that new moon and manifest the life that you want. Okay. Your next card is the Knight of Michael. So, excuse me. The Knight of Michael says, strong, committed, intelligent, diligent, time to move quickly, use logic over emotion, and sudden changes. So whatever you've been trying to put into, or the seeds that you've sown from July, especially with the eclipses, all that sort of type thing, they're in effect for 6 months. It's time to get moving on them. It's time to up and alley and, really put, some energy into your intentions. It says choose logic over emotion as well. So what is the logical mind telling you, not what your heart is telling you, is the best thing to do. It also says sudden changes. So even coming back to this Magician card here, there could be some sudden changes that you're unaware of. that are going to happen, because, you know, we're always manifesting whatever we think we manifest, be it good, bad, or the ugly. Hopefully it's the good. Okay. Your next card out. What's this one? Oh, 10 of Gabriel. A lot of 10s coming up in August readings. 10s are ends of cycles. This card here is my Cinderella card. This is, I'll read what it says and you'll understand why I call it my Cinderella card. It says, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. This is why I call it my Cinderella card. So I hope there's no glare on it. Sorry guys, I have got a bit of a cold as well. It's winter time here in the southern hemisphere, and I tend to, tend to get a lot of it, and very chesty sort of colds, coughs, sort of things. Back to the Cinderella card. Anyway, end of a cycle. You have to end the cycle out, and the universe is going to help you do that. Trying too hard to help other people, never a good idea, because what happens is you get run down and tired yourself. There is another event happening in August, which will be, it's on my Cosmic Events video, that can make you quite tired, and it's called the Lionsgate, which is happening on the 8th of the 8th, which is in effect for 3 weeks in August. So if you're feeling too tired, all that sort of thing, it's time to start looking after yourself, putting yourself at the top of the list instead of everybody else. There's one thing in this world I have learnt: you cannot please everybody. What you can do is start with yourself and look after yourself. That way you can actually help other people. And it also says here, ask your angels for helpful people to come along and lighten your load. Especially with August, also with the astrology, there was a part of it that I said we're only too willing to rush in and help other people. We're not willing to accept help ourselves too. That is in play for August. I should actually get it out of the drawer and read it here, because I think it's very on point for you guys for August. Yeah, I am going to read this little bit out of the thing for you guys. It says, be supportive, but also allow yourself to be supported. 2 energy, which is universal month for August, is a 2. The 2 energy can make us very keen to come to the rescue of others, but unwilling to accept any help ourselves. So try not to fall into the trap this month. Aim to keep this delicate balance of give and take. You'll likely see some of your new ideas and projects from last month take root too. So something I don't normally do is pull that out of the drawer and do it on, but I'm doing sort of, I'm just going with my gut instincts here. You need to ask for some support or some help, as it says on this card, because it is an end of a cycle. You've got this card here, the Knight of Michael, saying that there are going to be some changes and it's time to move quickly. And you've got the Magician card here, which is a major arcana card, saying that you can manifest the life that you want. It's all in your hands. This card here is also all in your hands. If you want to stay the Cinderella and as with Cinderella, nobody will notice. Okay, it doesn't matter what you do. For some people are just unappreciative, and the only person that you end up or the only person that ends up suffering is you. Okay, so that's a big card for you this month, but we'll keep on going. We'll see what else the other cards have to say. Your next card is the Queen of Raphael. Okay, and it reads at the top, kind, understanding, giving, and psychic. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So this card could actually represent a person in your life, or it could represent you. Somebody in your life is there to help. It's kind of like a motherly figure. It could be a male as well. We all have male and female energies within our personality, if you like. But definitely with this card, it says follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So it also could mean that you might get a few downloads this month. Trust your instincts, trust your gut instinct, as I'm doing living on these videos. I have no set pattern, anything. I am just reading the cards as they come up. But for this one, definitely trust your intuition. You could be, you know, psychic yourself. You don't know. Most people have a gift, they just don't know how to use it. So if you have an instinct that something's not quite right or whatever, follow your intuition, okay? Or even if it's, you know, you're thinking of something is right, that it feels right, follow your intuition again, but do the right thing for you, not other people. What's the next card, guys? See where we're going. We have the High Priestess card, which is this one here. And as I always say with this card, it's a lovely card, okay? And this is all about psychic downloads, information, definitely a feminine quality. If you have a look at her gown, it looks like it's water, like a water flow flowing down the steps she's standing on, which means going with the flow as well. Okay, and that's without me even reading the bottom of the card here. Just go with the flow, okay? It's easier to go with the flow than against the flow. If you push too much in life or push too much at the moment, you're not going to succeed. It's better just to go with the flow. I will now read what's on the bottom of the card. It says, powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information, and be at peace. So that's a major arcana card, guys. You've only got the one. No, you've got two. Sorry, you had the magician at the start. So you're going with the flow. Once you've done your wishes and intentions list, and definitely when this card comes up, the 10 of Gabriel, this is an end of a cycle. Just go with the flow and don't fight against it, is what I'm going to say. Don't fight against it. This is meant to end, but you have to put it in the past. I think you had that other card that said something to that. Yeah, I'm going to go back to this Knight of Michael here, where it says choose logic over emotion. The High Priestess here says also reflection that provides valuable information and being at peace. So definitely going with the flow. There's going to be sudden changes, but you can maybe in some instant alter it to what you want. And definitely not what everybody else wants as well. This card is, you know, like I say, I call it my Cinderella card. I probably shouldn't, because Cinderella was actually quite a nice person, even though it's a fairy tale, guys. But hey, don't get into the position here of trying to please everybody. This card is all about you. It's your feelings, how you are feeling. We'll pull one more card, see where we're going. That's a lovely card. 4 of Gabriel. This is a celebration. This can even be being invited to a party or a wedding, some sort of celebration. And it reads at the bottom, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. So again, this card here is just sticking out like a sore thumb to me. Releasing yourself from burdensome situations. This card has just basically said what I've been trying to say about this card. You need to release yourself from these situations. It's time to end it. And your other card here. I can't find it now. But it's going to be a sudden change, okay, with the Knight of Michael here. This sudden change needs to happen. Don't fight it. Be at peace and go with the flow, okay? So I'm going to leave those cards there. I think that's enough information for you guys for August. I was going to say July then, but definitely, you know, there's time for a celebration here. Get rid of this, you know, end the cycle out, because better things are coming, especially with this card and your Magician card here. So we shall see what the Wisdom of the Oracle card is. It's number 52 and it's Mending. These are lovely cards, these. Hopefully that doesn't have any glitter on it. And I'm just trying to see, because these are new cards to me. I haven't sort of been through the whole deck, but I'm going to read it out of the deck. I'll put these things on so I can actually see. So the essential meaning of this card, it says forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. The Oracle message, each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate unwanted burdens. I'm just going to put that card down. This keeps us chained to the very thing we need to heal, the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentment and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds and letting go of old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. So that's a pretty awesome card to go with this reading, guys. It just amazes me how these cards just sort of come up and they actually tie in with your spread. Definitely, like I said, your biggest major card here for me is the Ten of Gabriel. You need to let go of these burdensome situations that have created that discord in your life. Definitely, you know, create the life that you want now, guys. We're coming to the end sort of thing. I can't even believe it's August, you know. This month, this year is just flowing past. And get your magician skills out. You have everything in your toolbox to make this life that you want magically appear. But like I said, the negative side of the magician is procrastination. But I don't think you're going to be able to procrastinate because this is coming, you know, to be dealt with in the month of August. But you've got this mending. So you might even have to rewind the video and go back to when I read it out of the book here and actually pick out those lines that I said about what you need to mend in your life. Especially if you're that Cinderella in that card, that is something you definitely need to mend. You need to put yourself very near the top, which sometimes can create an argument with other people because you're not putting out there what you were putting out there before. Like they said, you know, it's an ending to burdensome situations. So good luck with August, guys. Like I said, if you need a reading, a personal reading, these are general readings. I'm only too happy to help. And you can contact me at my Facebook page or my website, Sun, Moon, Tarot and Numerology. Sorry, my website is sunmoontarot.co.nz or my Facebook page. And even if it's only just a one question written answer one, sometimes you just might need that little bit of clarity. So good luck with August, guys. And I'm going to leave your reading there. They're pretty good cards. But like I said, 2019 is one of those years where there's an awful lot going on at the moment. So we all have bits and pieces to work on, and it's usually to do with our lives, personal lives, careers. There's lots of things going on. So just remember that card. And it's mending. So you're mending some part of your life that needs mending. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I wish you all the best for August, and we'll talk again very soon.